Welcome to Morning Combos. I'm your host, Ali Sheen. Glad to be with you once again on this episode of Uncomfortable Conversation. I've been calling it Morning Combos, but I forgot this is a new segment. It's called Uncomfortable Conversations. And today's uncomfortable conversation is sexual assaults and why victims shouldn't be believed automatically. If there's one thing I got from the Me Too movement, it's that victims of assault should be believed. That the alleged perpetrator is guilty from the onset of the accusation. This, of course, flies in the face of our current justice system, where you are innocent until proven guilty in the court of law, not in the court of public opinion. I learned at an early age that women can lie about one of the most egregious ways to violate a person, which is rape. I was a child when Tawana Broadley lied about being gang raped by white men. A week after Broadley was found, she accused Fishkill police officer Harry Sisk Jr., who was found dead in his apartment, along with Dutchess County prosecutor Steve Pagones and Scott Patterson, of her rape. Without proof, Broadley's lawyers accused them of kidnapping, abusing, and raping Broadley. Ultimately, it was revealed that Broadley lied and staged her abduction. But for 7 months, the nation was divided as it was debated the impact of racism at that time. I was 9 years old then, but that lesson stayed with me all my life. No matter how emotional the alleged victim of sexual assault appears to be, the accuser's rights can't be overlooked. Their rights are paramount. It is their lives, that suffers the most in the event of a wrongful prosecution. Besides the shunning of people that are required to register for the sex offender registry, those convicted and sent to jail suffer tremendously as rapists, pedophiles, and child murderers are victimized in jail, and some even say rightfully so. This is why the alleged victims must prove in court the veracity of their accusations. Believing victims without corroborating evidence is wrong and spits in the face of our Constitution. I'm not some cold-hearted person. I too get filled with righteous indignation when I see or hear about people having their innocence stolen violently by degenerates. However, we cannot let our feelings allow us to trample over our own laws. Like with Brett Kavanaugh, even though recently there has been doubts made to the truthfulness of Blasey Ford's testimony, at the time, her testimony was credible. But a congressional hearing is not a court of law. The fact that she was allowed to testify, to me, amounts to a smear job. The Democrats and the Me Too field felt that Kavanaugh should be disqualified from being on the Supreme Court based on just an accusation. Kavanaugh could be guilty of what he was accused of, but there is an equal chance that he is innocent. Without a court finding him guilty, he is innocent in the eyes of the Lord. This is why accusations have to be proven in court. If women, or men for that matter, are given the power to ruin the lives of people with accusations, and those that question the truthfulness of those accusations are condemned by leftists and banned on social media, then what do we have? It's definitely not a democracy. The human race is capable of doing the greatest acts of kindness, but also the greatest acts of evil. It is for this very reason accusations are meaningless in the eyes of the Lord, even though in the court of public opinion is a heavy weight that the accused must bear, even if he's found innocent. These things remain with you. People always have those in the back of their mind. Well, did he do it, even if he did get off? And people ask, why would women lie? This is a common question that is asked that Me Tooers like to spout. They should talk to Crystal Gail Magnum, who falsely accused 3 lacrosse players of rape, or Miss Jovina, who was sentenced to 1 year in Superior Court in Bridgeport, Connecticut, in 2018 for making false rape accusations against two Sacred Heart University football players. The truth is, it doesn't matter why they do it. Whether it's for money or retaliation, it's wrong and it has happened before and will happen again. There is virtually no consequence for those that falsely accuse someone of a sexual assault. With that, you give those with evil intentions the ability to weaponize false claims. There's virtually no downside to making false accusations. This is why the accuser as well as the accused shouldn't be believed. It is the evidence or lack thereof that tells us who to believe. It is not disrespectful or insensitive to question the accuser's account of events. If the person is telling the truth, and I admit that not being believed sucked, but is necessary because the lifetime branding of rapists and the loss of your freedom and unspeakable violence potentially awaiting you in jail is a horrible fate to bestow upon any person, especially an innocent person. One man sent to jail falsely is one too many. Those sexual deviants that assault women or children should be punished to the furthest extent of the law. That is not debatable. But we can't let the mere accusations be the smoking gun, lest we fall down the well of McCarthyism.